Let's watch this position, an incredible position with black pieces. This game is playing great Garry Kasparov. Anyway, Magnus Carlsen once said to newspaper that he believes that Garry Kasparov is the greatest chess player of all time, and his king now is absolutely naked, alone, weak, and asking for troubles. With white pieces, this game is playing Ivan Sokolov, and even his king is not in safe squares, and it's a question who is going to strike first and whose king is in a bigger danger. So, exciting position, immortal chess game, and great chance to see chess beauty. Let's watch this game since beginning till end, and let's enjoy another great chess game. My name is Petr Koutný, and I am going to show you this game as good as I can. With white pieces, this game is playing Ivan Sokolov, and if black pieces, Garry Kasparov, 1999. So, opening, nothing special happened, and d5, Garry Kasparov already played short castle, and maybe he believes that his king is safe forever. But of course, we know that nothing is forever. Short castle even from Ivan Sokolov, and a3. Here Garry Kasparov is going to exchange his bishop on c3, and white is playing with two bishops advantage, but the price for this advantage are double pawns on c4, c3, and the weak pawn on a3. Queen c7 and exchange on c4. Okay, happened. e5. That's a typical Garry Kasparov's move. He is playing for victory, he is playing for advantage, and he is as usual aggressive. e5. It's an interesting move in the center. And what about Ivan Sokolov? Played bishop d3 and now e4. So, yes, here is the option just to take on e5, and after a few more exchange, play f3 and e4. What do you think about this position? White's got two bishops advantage. At the other side, Garry Kasparov is without any weaknesses, and maybe he has chance to go for counter-attack on a queen side, because on the queen side, blacks got pawn majority, 3 against 2 pawns, and it's good to push these pawns as far as possible and to play for the most typical winning plan, the pass pawn. Okay, this is interesting position, but not such exciting position as we are looking for. So what's happened now? Ivan Sokolov played move e4, and after exchange, bishop g4. Few more variations. It's a mistake to take on d4 because here it's a queen. Oh my god, that's a blunder, so that's not good. And just to take on a d4, I believe that even here this position is open and both players has chances to play for advantage. But Garry Kasparov played move bishop g4, and that's double-edged move because Ivan Sokolov e5, exchange, take on f6, and black's bishop is hanging. Knight d4, and this position is going to be unclear, messy, and what's the best move here? The best move is usually the most aggressive move. So bishop h7, check on g7, and here bishop b2. Yes, black's king looks really exciting. Just imagine that you are playing a game where your king is on a g7 without any pawn shield, and this is a absolutely crazy position. And bishop d5, for example, here it's a mistake because of bishop d4, and still there is hanging queen. So for this reason, this bishop on f3 is already lost. Okay, just to go to g4, the same thread there, h5, the same thread there. So Garry Kasparov played rook d8, waiting for bishop d4, rook d4. Okay, so Ivan Sokolov accepts this show and he took on f3. Both exciting kings, one on g7 and a second on g2. Rook h8. That's nice because, for example, here it's a checkmate threat. So this bishop on h7 is lost already and both players are going for attack and counter-attack. Of course, exciting position. So white went to h1, not because he is worried, but because he loved to attack black's king. Yes, exactly. The winner of this game is the player who is able to attack opponent's king. And Ivan Sokolov took piece on h7. So check makes sense and rook g3. Ivan Sokolov is playing for victory, and in case he believes in his attack, he has to attack with all his power. So what is doing rook on a1 and queen on c2? Nothing. It's important to work together and to strike against opponent's king like one team. So now rook g3, rook g1. Of course, it's still a mistake to go anywhere with this rook because there is a checkmate on h2. I love to show you this thread. Okay, happened. So rook h4, and right now Ivan Sokolov is going to bring his queen to attack, and that's the winning plan. In attack, it's everything about numbers. You have to have more attackers than your opponent's defenders, and if you have chance to attack with everything, then great. So queen c1 with a simple and deadly winning chess plan. Check f1 and g2. Exciting position. Finally, we know that black's king is a dead king. At the same time, white's king is a happy king because he is safe. And here, Garry Kasparov resigned it because he is going to be checkmate in 4 or 6 moves. Maybe it's your chance to count white's winning moves and the reason why Garry Kasparov resigned here. I hope you enjoyed this game, and if yes, just feel free and press like or press follow and made my day. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.